Good evening. The news, but first, the top stories. All is now set for Nigeria's 27th independence anniversary celebrations. State panel on the recovery of public property recovers over 6 million naira from government debtors. 8 persons on remand at the Makurdi main prison regain their freedom. All is now set in Benue State for the...
Our community will be very good. We will achieve government community.
What is your wish for Nigeria by tomorrow?
My wish is that Nigeria will get more and improving, like games and television and so on.
Well, I wish Nigeria more. Well, I don't know what to say.
Okay, thank you.
President Ibrahim Babangida today received congratulatory messages from some world leaders on the country's 27th independence anniversary. They include those of President Reagan of the United States, Queen Elizabeth of England, and that of Japan. Others are from President Eisenhower of Chad and Mubarak of Egypt. In his message, President Reagan praised Babangida's program for a return to civil rule and pledged continued support for Nigeria's structural adjustment program. He said that the tie between Nigeria and America has strengthened and asked for more cordial relationship in the years ahead. Nigerians are advised to resolve at this period of the country's independence anniversary to restructure and render selfless service to the nation. The young Catholic students of Nigeria, which gave the advice in a press statement in Makurdi today, called on its members and all youth to shun indiscipline and cooperate with government in the current Mansa program. The statement, signed by the national president of the movement, Mr. Linus Ade, attributed the present moral laxity among the youths to lack of proper moral education in schools and appealed to federal and state government to encourage religious instructions in all post-primary institutions in the country. The movement stated that in spite of the unemployment problem in the country, it encourages the youth not to give up their educational careers because education is a yardstick for the development of any nation. The Deeper Christian Life Ministry, Makurdi, is organizing a 4-day independence program titled Freedom Miracle Convention beginning from tomorrow. Pastor S.O. Shepe of the church said in a statement today that the program, which will be carried out at the Deeper Life Bible Church High Level Makurdi, is aimed at releasing persons from all sins and sickness through preaching of the gospel. Pastor Shepe also said special prayers will be offered for the nation, individuals and families during the period. Members of the public are invited to attend. The state panel on the recovery of public funds and property has so far recovered over 6 million naira from various government debtors. The panel chairman, Lieutenant Colonel Victor Obaseki, who disclosed this in an interview with our staff reporter Abraham Ali in Makurdi today, said the amount is made up of 1.5 million naira cash and 4.7 million naira worth of property confiscated from the debtors. The chairman, who promised to recover all debts of over 10 million naira owed the state government, said 2 debtors were arrested and detained by the police yesterday. Lieutenant Colonel Obaseki gave their names as Mr. J.A. Usu and Obande Ode, all of the former State House of Assembly, who took loans of over 28,000 and 27,000 naira respectively from the government. He lamented that the 2 debtors, who could not be seen for a long period of time, appeared only yesterday to tell the panel that they had no money. The chairman gave all debtors the 13th and 14th of next month to appear before the panel or face drastic action. In another development, the Committee on Agro Millers Limited, also headed by Lieutenant Colonel Victor Obaseki, will hold its inaugural meeting on Monday next week at the Benue Investment Company Guest House, Makurdi, at 9 o'clock in the morning. The Golden City Rebargaining Center Boko has been closed down indefinitely. The closing order was given by a team of health officials and task force on environmental sanitation, which inspected the center recently. Officials of the health and task force said that the action became necessary due to the continued disregard to directives given to it by the task force chairman, Lieutenant Festus Bagaye, in January last year. The officials claim that despite the directives and the intervention of task force in the area to stop its operation, the Golden City Rebagging Center was still operating. They are therefore demanding for certificate of occupancy, protective clothing for workers and facilities to ensure that the environment is not polluted before establishing the rebagging center in Boko Town.
Because there are no proper facilities here to guarantee the health of their own workers. And we took this into consideration, and the State Task Force on Environmental Sanitation, sometimes in January 1986, gave directives that Benue Cement Company should stop giving people box cement for rebagging, because we discovered their activities were endangering the lives of the community. There is a lot of pollution, as you can see around here, and if you can look at this man, who is also a staff of this rebagging center here, he is covered with dust all over his body, and there is a tendency that he will develop a sickness called silicosis within the shortest possible time. So, in fact, looking at this, we thought wise that the Task Force on Environmental Sanitation, in conjunction with the health officers here in Boko local government, should reinforce the directives of the State Task Force so that they comply with the laid down health policies. And that is why we are here with the task force members and public health superintendents to stop this kind of action.
The Boko local government chairman, Mr. Abel Gaffer, has called on labor unions to be patriotic in their demands. Reacting to an ultimatum given to the council by the Boko branch of the National Union of Local Government Employees over non-payment of salary arrears, the chairman announced that all salary arrears have been settled by today. He said that union's ultimatum not to participate in this year's independence celebration if their salaries were not paid up to date is only meant to discredit his administration. Mr. Gaffer, who assured that staff welfare is his priority, ordered that it is in this regard that he suspended work on capital projects and impressed to heads of departments to have salaries paid. It will be recalled that the chairman announced last week that all salary arrears will soon be cleared, following improvement being recorded in the economy of the local government. Oju local government chairman, Mr. Jan Enyi, has warned students in the area against provocative and unguided statements on matters that border on the security of the local government. Mr. Enyi gave the warning while addressing traditional rulers, elders and allies of the local government area at Oju. The chairman expressed disappointment over the development, which he said is capable of causing disaffection and consequently retarding development. Mr. Enyi charged the students to channel their knowledge and resources to the overall development of the local government area. In another development, the local government chairman has extended a notice for the payment of annual ground rents and development of plots in Oju town to the 31st of next month. He said affected persons who fail to pay their ground rents within the period will be prosecuted, while ownership of undeveloped plots will be revoked without further notice. Otubo local government has spent over 20,000 naira on oral rehydration therapy since the expanded program on immunization was launched in the state. The chairman of the local government, Mr. Klobia, disclosed this while declaring open a 3-day workshop on oral rehydration therapy and child spacing in Otubo. Mr. Klobia said the council plans to convert the local government dispensaries in the area to primary health centers to effectively take care of the ORT program. In another development, the Ebo Youth Club in Otukpo has donated street sign indicators worth 10,000 naira to the Otukpo local government. The chairman of the club, Mr. Adoga Enyebe, of the ceremony, called on rural communities to form youth clubs in order to enhance government's rural transformation program. Receiving the indicators, the local government chairman, Mr. Samson Oklobia, commended the club for its efforts, adding that it is only through the formation of associations with genuine purposes that the government's mass mobilization program can become a reality. The state acting chief judge, Justice James Ogebe, today freed 8 persons on remand in the Makurdi main prison. Those released include Emeka Nwagwa, Yoba Bisha, Joseph Abba, and Charles Eze. Others are John Ode, John Paul, Augustine Tohuna, and Esther Nyaga. They were arrested and detained for minor cases ranging from idleness, alleged cheating, and theft. The chief judge said the cases are minor and carry a penalty of 1 to 3 months, adding that some of them have already spent more than 6 months in prison. He said that if some of them were convicted, they should have finished their jail terms. During the visit, the acting chief judge reviewed about 264 cases. The State Ministry of Education has announced that application forms for admission into the Federal School of Arts and Science Ogoja are now available at its higher education section. A statement from the ministry today advised interested candidates of Benue State origin who wish to buy the forms to call at the ministry with a 10 naira bank draft. Completed application forms are to be forwarded straight to the principal of the school not later than the 19th of October. The 5-week orientation exercise for the National Youth Service Corps deployed to the state will be rounded off at the College of Education, Katsina Ala, on Monday. The state governor, Colonel Shaya Bakut, is expected to perform the closing ceremony. A statement from the NYSC Secretariat today requests all prospective employers of the Corps members to come and collect those posted to them that day. Meanwhile, the Chief Inspector of the state's NYSC, Mr. Andrew Abba, has appealed to chairmen and district heads to organize reception for Corps members posted to their communities. And now football. A friendly football match has been arranged between the BBL Hawks Football Club of Makurdi and the Obeya Babes of Otukpo tomorrow to mark this year's independence anniversary. The match, which is organized by management of the Obeya Babes Football Club, will be played at Otukpo Township Stadium. According to the organizers, the match will also help prepare the two clubs for their National League assignment next football season. The National Roots Crops Research Institute, Udumuke, Imo State, in conjunction with the Directorate of Food, Roads and Rural Infrastructures, has produced large quantities of high-yielding, disease-resistant cassava varieties. A statement by the Directorate of the Institute, Dr. Elena, said the cassava varieties could be planted between now and the middle of next month. The statement for the requested interested farmers, state agricultural development projects, ministries of agriculture and businessmen to contact their nearest National Root Crops office for the procurement and technical advice on growing of the crop. At the end of the news, the top stories once again. All is now set for Nigeria's 27th independence anniversary celebrations. Senior government officials are already in Abuja, the federal capital, for the celebrations, while in the state, many state streets have been decorated for the occasion. The State Panel on the Recovery of Public Funds and Property has so far recovered over 6 million naira from various government debtors. The chairman of the panel, Lieutenant Colonel Victor Obasaki, told our reporter today that the panel is determined to cover all debts of over 10 million naira being owed to the state government. The state acting chief judge, Justice James Ogebe, on a visit to the Makurdi prison today, released 8 persons on remand there. Justice Ogebe said the persons have already spent more time in prison than